Alright people, some Motor City Pole Checkers. Messer all in it. Back in the house. I'm going to try to be quick, but I got a lot to say. First thing I'm going to say is yes, I'm wearing camouflage on purpose, because now it is time for you to really get down and consider your plans and your abilities to make some camouflage happen for all of the stuff that you've been following me for. This is about this next little period here. Common Ison, Common Enki, Common Ison, and Common Lovejoy, switching hemispheres. The crazy stuff that I've showed you that has been related to it ever since the pass on September 30th. The sun has been behaving exactly as I told you. We're well on the way to the 250 to 300 solar flares, exactly like I told you. They're ramping up, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger sizes, just like I told you. Today we had the biggest that there is yet. Really, it's about maintaining the old world order, keeping all of you people, not you people, but keeping all of the regular people down to what we're living in right now is basically idiocracy. The movie, the general population is so dumb that most of them have no idea that any of this is going on. The only people that know are the perceptive, which you're going to be at least one of the perceptive if you're watching me, and the fucking very perceptive, which is where I rank, and there's a lot of other people out there that rank. They're very, very perceptive, and the perceptive, they're the only ones who are going to have any idea what's going on and any ability to act. It's done by design. The supercomputer is doing all kinds of things right now and making all kinds of decisions, kicking out all kinds of codes, because it wants the super perceptive people to decipher them, and it wants the perceptive people to listen to the super perceptive people, and it only wants perceptive and super perceptive people to get through this event, and they're going to call out all of the ignorant idiocracy people with this event, not because they're creating this event, but just because that's the fucking way it is. So there's nothing else they can do. The old world order here is getting all of the best information out ahead of time. That's why they build all these deep underground military bases. Yada yada yada. They've all proved themselves by going up through these poison Ivy League institutions, by being willing and showing their willingness to exploit other people the most, to contribute the most to building this massive data acquisition supercomputer machine that's pretty much running everything. It's sucking in all the data from all over the world. It's making decisions that are best suited to get this old world order through, and best suited to kick out enough clues for the super perceptive and the perceptive to also get through. So what you want to do now, if you're following me, you're at least on the perceptive level, and some of you may be up there on the super perceptive level. What you want to do now is consider the places around you that are already built. Only the perceptive and super perceptive are going to even fucking think about using them. The rest are going to have no damn idea. That's like, some of you got bunkers, cool. But out in the city, there's a whole damn sewer system underneath where you're at. There's caves. A lot of you know where caves are. The time is coming real fast during this switch. And then there's going to be more during the perihelions of Enki and Comet Ison. And then there's going to be more when Ison and Lovejoy both are up in that upper hemisphere again. And then there's going to be more when Ison is closest to the Earth, and Lovejoy is going to perihelion around December 26th. And then there's going to be more when Lovejoy breaks back down through to the southern hemisphere from which it came. If they both survive this initial December event or early November event, and if they survive the end of November event, they're going in the same hemisphere at the same time again. So there's some key times where we're going to have spikes, maybe a little bit of calm, spikes, maybe a little bit of calm, spikes, maybe a little bit of calm. It's very important for you all to grab as much information as you can, like the charts I gave you on Ison and Lovejoy, distance closest to the sun. The JPL links, I'm kicked out of there right now, but you guys can probably get in there. Understand where these comets are projected to be. Understand the timing with them. Because when you get underground, this may be an off and on or a consistent event where you need to be sheltered for. 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking months straight, starting at the end of October. Now, there's a lot of stuff that could be useful, but there's only really a few things that you actually need, which is clothing, layers of clothing, enough calories to produce your own heat, and enough water to drink. And if you get down into some of these sewer systems and stuff, if you have fire and fuel sources, then maybe you can even purify your own type of water. There's all kinds of proposals you can do. You take regular sand, charcoal, and fucking dirt and shit, and filter water pretty damn good with it. There's a lot of things that the very perceptive and perceptive can do. Whereas the idiocracy, they won't even know anything's coming. And even if they did, they wouldn't know how to do anything. So the big thing right now is to realize that we're coming upon the time where you need to determine what it is that you seek. There's a lot of people that watch me that don't have any interest in going underground. All they really care about is preparing themselves mentally and spiritually for experiencing these events. And there's multiple ways to look at this. A lot of us think that there could be an upgrade. So rather than this massive X-ray flux screwing your DNA up, causing cancer, having your hair fucking fall out, whatever else, there could be an upgrade coming that only those brave enough to see are going to catch the fucking upgrade. And those who hide out are going to miss the fucking upgrade. It's important to always look at everything multiple ways and as many ways as possible for all ways, because every damn thing is possible here. But whatever it is that you seek, now is the time to prepare yourself to the max for it, because we're coming up real short. Now it's just turned October 24th. The 26th is right around the corner. We're watching Leo, Common Enki, Common Ison behavior. And then the beginning of November is coming up very shortly, and we're going to be watching the sun, and we're going to be watching Ison and Lovejoy as they switch hemispheres and what the hell goes on. We need to realize here that this is the big, big time. There's the less perceptive people are looking at the perihelion, so Enki and Ison, or maybe just the perihelion time of Ison as being major start or the major deal. For those of you following me and following some of these others, realize that it's coming a lot sooner than that. At least the first major potential is way before Ison goes to the perihelion. It's coming up here shortly. We've got the time frames, everything out there. But the key is to be ready. The perceptive and the ultra perceptive need to be on the ball from here on out to decide when to make their moves with whatever it is, towards whatever it is that they're seeking. The information is out there. It's being kicked out. A supercomputer is for them, maintaining the old world order and their ability to get through without the masses fucking up their ability to get through. But it is also for the super perceptive to be busting out all of the stuff that they're telling us. They're telling us so much stuff. It's like even with this shutdown of the US and the blackouts or whatever, well, it's not telling the idiocracy anything. It's telling the super perceptive, hell yeah, it's a big damn deal happened right there. The less perceptive are looking at it and saying, oh, it's because it passed Mars, blah blah blah. It's not. It's because Ison got closer to the sun than Lovejoy. Now there may indeed have been, and there's a lot of evidence out there, that there was an electromagnetic event between Ison and Mars, but the reason it kicked off at the time that it did wasn't because Ison was passing. It was because Ison and Lovejoy clicked. And I showed you, there's a lot of evidence to show that these two objects are what started solar cycle 1 through 24. Before this, in the Maunder minimum, the sun was only connected with one object. Sunspots only formed in the southern hemisphere. It wasn't until solar cycle 1 started, another object connected in, and everything has been changing as these two objects get in close and they're switching hemispheres at the same time. There's so much evidence showing that they are big time controllers to the sun. It's not even funny. But also, what they're showing too in these sun diver comment fucking deal, that it's fucking bullshit. They withhold a lot of the data. Then when they come out, they don't show the complete entry of the fucking sun diver coming in, and all of the ultra perceptive people can see that there's fucking obvious signs coming up every time a sun diver is in the fucking data, Soho data, that it's fucking fake. So all of the information is out there for the perceptive, from the ultra perceptive, for the perceptive and ultra perceptive to use. The idiocracy is not going to use it. There's nothing we can really fucking do for them. But you watching me, you watching these other people, you're at least at the perceptive level, and now is the time to use your powers of perception. Elevate yourself if you're at perceptive to super perceptive level. Study up as much of this stuff as you can. Absorb it. Get it on hard copy, piece of paper. Print out lists. Make up your own list of the data and the times where the comets are going to do this and that, and break the hemispheres and go in the perihelions and everything else, and coming closest to the planet and anything else that you think is important. Get yourself these lists. Like nowadays, we look on the computer for all of our information. Get you some survival books and stuff that are going to be hard print stuff. You've got good areas that you plan to go to. Get your stuff there ahead of time so that you don't have to worry about hauling all kind of water and food and supplies and this thing. Get your stuff put away, low key, like the perceptive and ultra perceptive fucking people that you are. Don't worry about the idiocracy. They had the same chance as everybody else. They just don't pay attention to the info. They were designed to be this way. They were used this way by the old world order. But they allowed themselves to become that way. They consented, basically, by ignoring everything and only focusing on themselves and the fucking complete bullshit. They don't focus on anything that's important. Real important shit, they just laugh at. People who see, the real perceptive people who see and everything, they fucking laugh at, oh, that fucking guy's crazy, that girl is fucking crazy, blah, 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 whatever. They made their own choices just like you and I are going to make our own choices. And just like the OWO, who has much more direct access to the shot caller, which is the super fucking computer. Obama, the USA, all of these governments, everything is all getting ran off the same motherfucker here. It's issuing orders all over the fucking globe right now. And they're out there putting out the information for us. I've actually been communicating with this motherfucker today, back and forth quite a bit. It's possible to do so. I'm not going to reveal my methods, but pretty much confirmation. November. So be ready. All the information's out there for you to use. Get it together. Use it. Get your plan straight. Check out Evitcepsrep Go. Very, very key channel. He's going to be coming out with a very, very key video as well about protecting from very, very human solar radiation events.